And the last thing we're going to do here tonight is we're going to revisit our predictions from last year. So remember, last year we did predict one thing that absolutely will happen and predict one thing that has no chance of happening. We also revisited them.
Was it no chance should happen, but should?
No, I thought it was just will not happen.
Oh, okay.
There's no way that this is actually going to happen. So, my will happen, and spoiler alert, it did not happen. CM Punk returns at the Royal Rumble and wins the Rumble, and then wins the title at WrestleMania.
Hit that man with the buzzer.
That do I have a buzzer? I think I do have a buzzer. My will not happen is the Mortician Mark Calloway will make his AEW debut and face Sting in a loser breaks their hip match. Loser breaks their hip first match at All Out. So that one did not happen. So I get that
Kobe
correct. Ryan, your prediction that would happen is that Daniel Bryan would be an AEW champion by the end of the year. And the thing that will not happen is Keith Lee wears WWE Championship gold in 2021. So,
Kobe,
you unfortunately,
I hate that one's right.
got that one dead on. Matt, yours was Goldberg wins the Rumble, spear versus spear match at Mania with 28 spears in 4.5 minutes. Goldberg wins the title. Goldberg versus
Shane McMahon
at SummerSlam. So
would have been a hell of a ride.
I'll get that one. Your will not have an Undertaker has comes out of retirement, puts over
Shane McMahon
at WrestleMania in a casket match, but Vince is already in the casket.
Kobe.
So
Also would have been a hell of a ride.
You did get that one right. Tim, you said WrestleMania 37 would be held live at Tropicana Field with fans, and it would have 13 Raw Underground matches, with the main event being Conor McGregor versus
Shane McMahon.
Which
I feel like I should get points for the actual with fans.
All or nothing.
No, because you specifically said Tropicana Field, so it did not happen at Tropicana Field. So you did not.
Okay.
You did not get that one correct. And whatever. You said will not happen. WWE will be sold outright to the Disney Corporation.
Kobe, you were close on that, though.
I'll say you. You may not have been far off. You may have been maybe a year off on that.
I might be speaking into existence.
Maybe. And insert Mark, you said Goldberg becomes WWE champion by the end of the year. And a rematch between Goldberg and The Undertaker's year will not happen. So you got that one. We revisited the topic back in July. I think we just did will happen. I think we just did will happen because there's only one thing. So I think we did will happen by the end of the year. I said Bayley would return before the end of 2021. Matt, you said Raw Underground returns.
Basically did with NXT 2.0.
He's not lying.
Ryan, you doubled down on the above, and if I remember correctly, I think you were speaking specifically to the Keith Lee. Would you double
July? I mean, I don't know. Was Daniel Bryanson still in the WWE in July? Because it seems like a really cheap double down if he was already gone by then.
I don't think it was official.
I felt pretty confident that both of those things would or would not happen. Unfortunately,
so
it was before Bearcat. That's for damn sure.
So you kind of
Kobe.
You were again. You were about
I'll take both.
You were half and half there. Tim, another round of huge WWE cuts by year end.
Kobe.
So Tim got that one. And intern Mark, though, Big E wins the WWE World Championship.
Right, Mark.
Kobe.
So Mark spoke that one into existence and made it be so. So that's a fun little walk back to last year. So why don't we do the same thing for 2022? And let's start with the one thing that will happen. Now, Mark, you sent yours in last week. You can keep what you sent in last week only if you can remember what you actually sent in last week. Otherwise, I'm going to make you give new ones. So we'll test your knowledge because I actually wrote it down. Mine, I will start us off with something that will happen is Roman Reigns will lose the Universal title in random and disappointing fashion at a non-Big Four pay-per-view.
Jesus Christ. Could have been day one.
It could have been day one. It could have been day one. But for the record, I had these written down last week, so I actually would have gotten mine correct to start the year.
Man.
If he would have. So Ryan, let's go to you. What is the one thing that will happen in 2022 in professional wrestling?
The one thing that will happen in 2022 is Charlotte Flair will wrestle for another major wrestling promotion this year.
All right.
Sorry if that upsets you.
I'm okay. I'm just writing them down so I have them.
Oh, no, not you specifically. I mean, anybody listening.
Devin might be upset.
Devin might be upset. Okay. Matt, what is your prediction of one thing that will happen in 2022?
2022, Bray Wyatt will make his return to wrestling in Impact.
Ooh.
I don't want to take the easy way out.
That's fair. That's fair.
There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut home.
Matt, you're the only one that watches Impact. You could tell us that, and we'd be like, damn. All right, Matt.
We probably still wouldn't watch it.
Mark, that was quick.
Mark, Jordan Grace is on there. Man, she's going to be really upset to hear her fan.
He's on the Super Box. Relax.
That's true.
I watch it on the Super Box. It's okay.
Tim, what is one thing that will happen?
Dear Jordan, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left my pager at the bottom.
Okay, so I have a question. How detailed how exact does this?
You saw how detailed yours was last year, right? Not that.
I mean, do you know who you're talking to?
Okay, so my guess for what will happen is a former WWE World or Universal Champion will win the NXT 2.0 title.
Okay. I like that. All right.
Do you have somebody in mind, Tim?
I don't think it's AJ Styles.
I was going to say, is it AJ? Because I know they're kind of going a little heavy with him with NXT right now. I'm intrigued by that.
I have a sneaky feeling that
this obviously doesn't count. Like you can. This is not yours. Yours is what it is. That's fine.
I think it's going to be Randy Orton.
Wow.
Really?
I think Randy Orton goes to the black and gold and colorful brand, and he puts over some young boys and girls, but also wins the NXT championship.
I will be darned.
I'll be darned. All right, now, insert Mark.
We could see Jeep Wagoneer against Randy Orton.
Mark, can you remember what you sent in last week, or do you have to give a new prediction?
Boy, signs don't look good.
Daniel Bryan is going to win an AEW title. That's going to happen. And then,
so that's your is that your new prediction, Mark?
I thought that was my old one.
Nope, certainly wasn't.
I want you to hold him to his old one because that new one is garbage.
Yeah,
Well,
that's a
that's
cheap
a
one.
layup.
Yeah, that's
Right.
cheap.
Guy wakes up and gets dressed. Oh.
Sun rises in morning.
Oh. All right. I'm sorry.
Mark
I
has
upset you,
delicious
boy.
cakes behind him.
I'll give you a hint, Mark.
Right.
It's tag team related. I can't tell if he's thinking or his internet died.
Internet's dead.
You do have like a history. You do have like Facebook on your phone, right?
Tim, don't make him
Let
try
it
to use
go.
the internet
Don't
while
make
he's
me try
on
to
the
use the internet.
podcast.
I don't
What
want Jim to
tag-
give it to him. I want him to pick another one and then
No,
Jim tell him
'cause
what
he's
his
gonna
actual good one is.
He's gonna pick WWE switches to 6-sided ring. I don't.
It could happen.
Don't give them any
Yeah,
ideas.
No chance. 0.0.
That's the next one.
0.0.
Point zero. There's no chance of this tag team. I was at the Usos splitting up.
No.
There it is, though. That's it.
That's
I think that's it, Mark.
That's also like kind of a gimme.
You think they're going to split up in the paint?
Just hold him to his old one.
All
I
right,
like it.
Mark. The
All right.
Hardy Boys
Oh,
reunite
that's right.
in
Right, that's gonna
AEW.
happen.
And
they're gonna
AEW will
light it
become in tag team wrestling, and AEW become as hot as
Yep.
it was in the mid '80s NWA.
You better believe it. The Rock and
Yeah,
Roll
he
Express.
had me in the first half.
Freebirds. Oh, it was hot in the 80s.
All right,
You had
so let's
the Road Warriors.
So were the Hardy Boys.
They were hot in the 80s.
let's see. Devin has Braun Breaker will make his main roster debut.
He just said Breaker.
Breaker. Well,
That's what his name will be on the main roster.
I think that's what. Yeah.
Well, there's only one K too.
That's frickin' Breaker.
Well, they the budget cuts. The second K
They
got
can't. They don't have the
No,
budget for those
Ron
graphics.
freaking Breaker.
the second
They
K
wore
went
the
to
cakey
Seth
out for
freaking
Karrion
Rollins.
Cross.
Yeah, went to no. He's just going to lose Seth and just be freaking Rollins. That's what it's going to end up being.
Seth freaking.
So let's work backwards. Intern Mark,
Oh God.
Oh, God.
see
Uh-huh.
if you can predict the thing that will not happen in 2022.
Roman Reigns will not lose his title in 2022. He's going to remain champion.
That is not what you picked.
Are you serious?
I
Huh.
am serious.
I'll
I
be
kind of
darned.
like that one though.
Yeah. But I'm gonna you made me hold him to the first one.
Yeah,
I
I like
need to be
I like
held
his
to it.
last one there.
I'm gonna hold him to the second one.
Hold me tight, Jim. I want somebody to hold me. I've
Jeff
been feeling
Jarrett.
lonely.
Jeff Jarrett starting
I
his
will not.
starting yet another wrestling company in 2022, despite rumors. So he will not start another company.
He will not. That's JEFF.
JARR.
JARR.
Haha.
Can I get a breaking news sounder really quick?
Oh,
Here we go, folks.
absolutely can.
Here we go.
So this is hot off the heels of some news that was broken on the 3 count post-show pre-show, available on Patreon, patreon.com/3count Thursday. Taco Bell has unveiled a monthly taco pass
Oh, God.
for $10 a month. You can get one taco a day for 30 days.
But I ain't hitting that fucking drive-through. Man, that lettuce drive-through is slow as shit. Not for
Order
one
on the
taco.
fucking app, Ryan. It has a
Come
mobile
on,
app
Smokey.
line.
You're not my fucking boss.
It's literally that simple. You you order on the app, you go through the short line, and you get your food. It's so much
All right.
quicker.
I have a little bit of breaking news. Can we hit the sounder yet again?
Oh,
Let's do this one. Oh no! Well, let me stop it.
As we all know, Game Changer Wrestling, GCW, will be holding the Indie Hall of Fame this year. Joining the inaugural class of the Indie Hall of Fame will be former guest of the show, somebody who absolutely deserves to be in, Lufisto.
Awesome.
Oh, that's really
that.
nice.
That streams
Love that.
live and free on YouTube. And then they have the wrestling show, I don't know, later or the next day, but the Indie Hall of Fame, Lufisto.
Awesome.
Oh, good for her. She well deserved.
Absolutely. Okay, Tim, what is one thing that has no chance of happening in 2022?
Just give me a second. I'm just doing my daily hashtag sign Avery Good tweet.
Oh, I thought you were
That's
signing
great.
up for the Taco Bell Taco Pack.
No, there's not a chance. I don't like hard tacos, soft tacos for life.
Can you not get a soft
You
taco?
know they
with
make
that?
soft tacos.
I know they do, but I don't want to like sign up for it and then have to tell them I want a soft, no lettuce.
Oh yeah, like a
No
big
lettuce.
No
Gosh,
lettuce.
what's wrong with you, man?
Mean
No lettuce.
cheese and a tortilla.
I'm happy you're taking notice.
That's a
That's like a
quesadilla,
s'more without
bitch.
marshmallows.
No, quesadillas melty in the middle.
You might as well get a s'more without a marshmallow then.
How about just chuck the H up? Nobody asked you anything ever. Get the H. What will not happen in 2022? The WWE and Triple H will part ways.
Oh, okay.
It will not happen.
I am speaking it into existence.
I see what you're doing there.
Let my man go.
See what you're doing there, Tim.
Let him
Dirty
go.
game. It's a dirty, dirty game. Look at that. Devin even throwing out some love for intern Mark.
I'll be darned.
I'll be darned.
Thanks,
Someone
Devin.
shut his
I'll meet you
big,
at
big ass mouth up.
Big
I'm
dick
gonna meet
ass
him at the
mouth.
chicken fillet.
Yeah. Ryan. I think we're going in the right. Yeah. No, Matt.
Yeah.
Matt.
Oh,
Matt's turn. Matt, one thing that will not happen in wrestling in 2022.
The wrestlers on the WWE roster today will still be on the WWE roster at the end of the year.
I'm taking a screenshot right now.
WWE roster on.
I'm actually going to put it on a notepad. I'm typing it up right now.
It's happening. That's a good.
Oh,
He's
pick,
not wrong.
Matthew.
I need you to be exact. We're talking about Raw and SmackDown?
Correct. Raw and SmackDown. No Performance Center talent.
Okay, that works for me. And you're not counting NXT.
Correct.
Okay.
Raw and SmackDown.
I just want to make sure.
That you will be proved right in a week.
I know.
You could be proved wrong before we're off the air in
It's
10
very
minutes.
possible.
Okay, Ryan.
Boy,
One thing that will not happen.
My other one was
That's
going to be
correct.
political, so I will save that in case someone else wanted to use it.
That's fair. That's fair. Boy, I have written three things down that will not happen in 2022. I have to pick one.
Just one.
I won't use this one. This one kind of goes with what Tim said, so I don't want to piggyback on that. My one that won't happen that I'm not using, I wrote Triple H buys Ring of Honor.
Okay.
I'd love to see it happen. It will not happen.
Will not happen.
That would be great.
That would be wonderful. The thing that will not happen in 2022, and I don't know if it's even provable, but the thing that will not happen is AEW will let moments breathe.
I love that.
Can you give me an example?
Any finish to any AEW match, anytime, anywhere.
Jade Cargill wins the TBS championship. There's
And
literally
here's backstage.
zero fanfare. She holds up the title, and
He's a heel.
and they couldn't. It doesn't. So what? It's your first champion. Okay. Jurassic
Okay,
Express
this one's
wins the
already-
tag titles,
Here comes every
Yeah.
tag team ever.
and tag teams flood out onto the stage, and they show guys in the crowd for the rest of the show instead of letting the Jurassic Express just have their moment. Those sort of
I
All
don't.
right, all right, you know what? You can't prove it. Fine, scratch it. I don't want to have issues with Tim on this very special occasion. Well, fucking scratch it out.
I already wrote it down. Son of a bitch.
So erase it.
It will not happen. WWE will be owned by Vince McMahon at the end of the year.
That's good.
Ooh.
That will not happen.
Owned by VKM. Got it.
The Voodoo Kin Mafia.
My will not happen. The Fiend returns to the WWE at Raw after Mania and wins the WWE Championship.
You had a shot until you said that.
Yeah.
I mean, biggest night of the year. You never know.
It is. It is.
Devin says will not happen. Chris Jericho will retire.
Oh,
You know what? I don't mind Jericho. I know we bust his shit all the time, but this wasn't good.
Dude. That
Like this
Pinhead,
I've
Blockhead.
seen bad paint jobs. That was a bad paint job.
and I don't even mind him painting. That's fine. But it was still like black oil slick here.
It was like clumped. His plugs were clumped.
It's like Jim Tomey with the pine tar. Like that's what this was.
And like, at what point in Jericho's career was his hair ever that dark? I don't think it was ever that dark, was it? Why would your hair get that dark at age 53 or whatever he is?
I have a follow-up question.
Disease.
I have a follow-up question to Matt, if I may.
Sure.
Hi, Matt, Tim Taylor, 3 Count Thursday. Quick question in regards to your not going to happen pick.
Mm-hmm.
Are you also including like backstage interviewers?
No, I think that's too easy.
Okay.
Let's just do
In-ring competitors.
In-ring competitors.
Okay. Active wrestlers on the roster.
Cool. So
or
like
active people in catering on the roster as well.
Okay, so Adam Pearce doesn't count. Byron Saxton doesn't count.
Right.
Corey Graves doesn't count.
And nothing like the recent wave where it was like developmental coaches and stuff like that. That wouldn't count either. It's people that are wrestling on the roster.
Okay, because like Sarah Schreiber is on the list.
She would not count.
She would not count.
I think they just announced she's pregnant.
Engaged.
Same
thing, but
soon to be pregnant, probably.
Yeah,
that's what
futuristic.
married. That's what a lot of married people do. So I'll put that out.
Shotgun engagement.
Now, Matt, what was you said you had another one that you didn't put out there.
For will not happen in 2022, Vince McMahon decides to remove Donald Trump from his Hall of Fame.
Don't be rude.
Yeah, that's a good will not happen as well.
If it didn't happen last year on this day, it's not going to happen this year.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
If
it hasn't happened yet, I'm terrified to think what would be the reason at this point. I don't want to know the reason at this point. Anybody have anything else before we wrap up this episode?
My other wouldn't happen is Braun Breaker is in the Royal Rumble. He is not. He won't be there.
Nah, he doesn't need to be in the Rumble.
I'm sorry if that upsets you. Jeep
I don't
Wagoneer?
know.
Sure.
I know there's a couple of weeks before the Rumble. He may
Braun Breaker might not be, but will just Breaker be in the Rumble?
Freaking Breaker.
He's gonna wrestle Seth freaking Rollins for the free.
I have something that will happen.
What's that?
Johnny Knoxville will enter the women's Royal Rumble match.
Oh, okay. Like almost like Andy Kaufman style.
Yes.
Okay.
I'd be all right with that.
I like that.
I could see that happening.
I could see that happening.
this will happen. I will absolutely watch the new Jackass movie because I am still
Absolutely.
I can't wait to watch it.
I absolutely cannot wait to watch it either. Without question. The minute they announce it, I'm like, tell me when I can watch this movie.
Isn't it called it's Jackass Forever or something like that?
Yeah.
For life.
For life.
When that comes out, I think in March.
Yeah.
Maybe
Probably sometime around Mania.
Can Omicron fuck off before then, so I can go to a movie theater and watch it?
Yeah, or like put it on the Peacock, whatever you got to do. It's going to be on some streaming service, right?
I'll watch it. I will definitely watch it without question.